Alright. You guys know what the stream is about. If we just Rathalos. Yeah, it's about Rathalos. We're remodeling Rathalos, everyone. Let me delete this because it's going to distract me. I think that was a bit quiet. I'm listening to my voice on the stream right now. Hold on. Let's just test if this voice is better. Please have good audio. I think I just need to speak louder. That's about it. I get more comfortable. Let me close a few. Oh, my bad. See, this is why you don't get me to stream. I like set these shit up really poorly. Okay, at least it works, so. Ho ho ho. Alright. You guys see? I don't know why the screen went black for half a second. Let me just... do some things real quick. Alright. I think we're finally ready. I'll ping people soon. So yeah, we're modeling Raydal. Let me just do hold on. Yay, it works. Okay. Oh no. Never mind. Stream's delayed again, my boys. I need to set up some things. I forgot to update them. I really hope this works. This might take a while. Oh, there it is. Nice. Okay. Okie dokie. Hello. We're modeling the Railgun Dragon today. How fun is that? No orthographic proportion refs. All we have is Rathalos and the official render that somebody extracted from their site. So let's get to it. Last time when I was working on them, I was making those plates. And we're going to be doing that probably the entire time because there are just so many of them. If you have references and you want to send them to me, feel free. Because I honestly, I need a lot of them for this guy. If you have a question, feel free to ask. Let's get started. There was more model than just the head. The image that Seb posted was actually like a few months old, but I just haven't had time to work on it, so there wasn't much progress. If you have, wait, is there a chat in the Discord thingy? If there is, and you guys want to talk with me, just ping, because I won't see it. So yeah, just ping me if you got questions on there. Give me a second. So the weird thing about Rathalos proportion is it's like Rathalos, but it's also really it's like he has a longer tail, I think. He's like a weirdly proportioned Rathalos. So a lot of experimenting to see how that looks, which would look well. This is the first Raidal the public could fight against. Real? Actually no, because they already did the demo, right? So I'm reading off questions on YouTube, by the way. I'm not that schizophrenic. Do they pay you enough? I don't know. What do you think? I've been eating dirt. It's tasty. Let's see how these plates look. They get smaller here. Again, this stream might be extremely slow as well, because all I'm doing is just messing around to make sure the proportions look well. So, not as exciting. Like these are ever exciting. What monster was the hardest to make? That's a good question. I need to actually look back at that. I don't know. Probably Nergigante. More like rigging him was fucking insane. It ended up kind of bad in the final model, but yeah, I think it's alright. Give me a second. Let me move my YouTube chat. It's like blocking half my screen right now. Okay. How extremely difficult will it be to animate Rig Raydao? I don't animate, but I think he'll just be like Rathalos. I think the animators are really, really good. I think they'll do fine with this guy. But the rig, the plates may be an issue, but I think I'll be fine. I've done it for long enough now. Made these shenanigans. Yeah, the blue armor around his wing, I think, are like in his cave. There's like a metal that's on the ground, and I believe his mechanics so he can coat them onto his wing and use more damage or something. So I'll have to model that because I believe it does increase his wing size, so it's not just a change in texture, it's an actual model. Let's keep adding more plates and pray that they are accurate. Do you plan on having Osduna in the roster? Maybe, I don't know. You see, like, Raidal wasn't really supposed to be made. I just saw the trailer for it and I was like, hey Seb, can we make this? This is pretty cool. And he said, yeah, sure. And then I got to modeling it. That's why when the devs said, when like the image of it was reviewed and the devs said they didn't know what it was, they genuinely didn't. Because it was told to no one. It was kind of silly. This model will be more low poly, by the way, almost akin to a retopology of an official model. So it's basically stealing with extra steps. Welcome to Roblox modeling, everyone. But no, this will take a while. Yeah, I think somebody commissioned a really good art of Duna. So maybe we'll make her, I don't know. It just looks like a fat fish, and I love it. It's so awesome. Alright, let's see where we are. Maybe we should count these, see how many plates it totaled up to. So, there's this line here. There's one to the side as well. Let's assume that... Forgot where I was modeling these. So, this one here, too. We got that. There's one above it, which is this. Not very accurate. Might change that. Then we have a jumbled, just absolute mess behind here. Yeah. So there, one. I'd say this is one plate, and 2 and 3. Seems like this one goes into the small spikes here, so another layer. Seems good. Oh, I think this one is actually like that. So I'll just duplicate something here. Alright, let's see. How much progress is being made on the Halloween event? Honestly, I didn't even know there was a Halloween event. That's just, I don't know why Seb did that. I guess bro just thought like, hey, that'll get us more players, right? Stupid. So I genuinely can't say anything about that. That was never my decision. But I think it would just be skins, recolored, limited skins, I think. Nergigante on 1 to 10 of how hard it was to model it. 9 out of 10. I think there are harder monsters and there are definitely more difficult models out there. But he was a hell for me to make at my level of experience. So. But I enjoyed it. It was really fun. It was just hard. Two rows of spikes. The outside layer is inverted from the inside. Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's a really good description, my man. That's a very, very good description. So basically, while the inside has a large spike and a small one, the outside has a small and a large. So I think we can flip it like that. Yeah, we just need to tweak it a bit. Let me check what Discord is saying as well, in case anyone's even watching this. References. To anyone who even watches this channel, I lied, by the way. The stream is definitely related to Roblox. Are there gonna be other hunter characters or just the huntsman? Again, that's that's a sad thing as well. Like, he just thought the huntsman was cool and wanted to add it and animate him. So probably just the huntsman, but I don't know. Maybe he finds someone else cool and I'll have to model them. Really bad at modeling human characters though. I don't know why they get me to do that. But at the moment, to answer your question, no. It's making his spikes all face upward, so none of them actually face down. Arc-Veiled is cool as hell, but if we ever add him, I think it will be when while it's released, because I can't just make him from the current references. He's too complicated in my opinion. But yeah, probably at some point. Let's see how strong he is in game. Maybe he'll be a boss or something. In like wilds, I mean. Is Baroff ever gonna come back? I think eventually all of the current modeled monster will come back. They just need a new rig. And because like most of the monsters previously used Roblox rig, and that doesn't work with the new mesh reformation scripts. They get messed up with it. So at some point they will. I just don't want to re-rig them. Re-rigging is boring. Hold on. Get your bitch ass up here. There. Maybe I'm making this neck wrong. Maybe it needs to be a bit fatter. So like it goes up something like that. I wouldn't look natural with how the neck is right now. Let me hide the horns and I'll use proportion editing. How did you learn to sculpt? Because I want to start learning how to make monsters. Well, what I'm doing is probably just modeling. I wouldn't call it sculpting, I'd say. But if you want to know how to actually sculpt, then it's a bit complicated. I think as much as there are people who can make very awesome sculpts with a mouse, I think sculpting is the one thing that you need proper technology to do well. So like you need a drawing tablet to actually sculpt. Sculpting though, once you have the technology to do it, it's just about messing around with the tools and learning what works for you. It can be very difficult, but I think just it's like modeling. You get better at it over time, I think. It's just a bit harder to get into because of the technological limitations. Ray Dow has a snake hood? You mean those like electric flaps that pops out of his body when he does the railgun attack? because that's what this slit is for. I'll just like model them later and do some silly stuff with scripting to make them appear when he does a railgun attack. Let me check what this score's up to. Nothing. Rajang is actually done with his re-rig. He'll probably be added in a few updates. Oh, the head. Yeah, I kind of see it. It looks so cool though. I wonder what's the point of this tongue. Look at all those teeth. It looks like a squid. Kind of silly. Oh yeah. I can also kind of show you guys what the railgun pose might look like, if you're curious. Active selection, please. What are we doing? Oh, now it decides to work. So I believe in the game, he has a mechanic where after a railgun shot, he opens his horns. And then you can flash him, and that's the only time you can flash him. I don't know if that will be added into the game, but that is something we can infer from watching the streams and context clues. This shit looks kind of cool, I won't lie. I think it will look much cooler in game. But yeah, that's probably how he's gonna look. Zenogre. Zenogre. Right. From 1 to 10, what would you rate? What would you rate Cumatris? Cumatris. I know it's a new chicken dude from the trailers. He looks cool. I really like his design, but I can't help but think that he looks like Udon from Jurassic World, the game. If you guys remember that shit, it looks like a really scaly Udon, and I just can't get that out of my mind when I first saw him. But I like it. It looks silly. Is this gonna be a boss or playable? Playable. You get to shoot people with a railgun. Welcome to Fortnite. Yeah, they actually do have holes, I believe. Maybe there's some lore to that. Maybe it's like Zenogre with the bugs. But I think Nitron can texture those on. Modeling them will add too much triangles. Not very ideal. How long have you been doing Blender? See, that's kind of a weird question, and I was thinking about that some time ago. Because I've been modeling, or like learning modeling ever since I was like 13. Like a really long time ago, like 7-something years ago. But I wouldn't really consider that experience, right? You wouldn't say when you first draw in kindergarten as being experience of an artist. So I don't really have a specific time, but maybe a year or two. Like I can't say it's any less than that because I've been doing this for far too long. But I also don't have a specific time because what I do is pretty unprofessional. How difficult would it be to make Gormagala? This entire stream is just gonna be monster modeling difficulty rating, bruh. This is awesome. Ask me more. Gormagala. I think modeling him might be a bit troublesome with the spikes or like the plates, but with the new style of trying to replicate as closely as possible to the in-game model, it would just be long. Won't really be hard, just long. But the rigging on that will be another story. I do not want to rig Gormagala. He is absolutely crazy. Also, I'm tripping now. His spines do start to flatten out and go more straighter out of his body. Don't you love dynamically changing plates on a monster? Holy is Monsuta from the hit game Monster Hunter World. Oh yeah, I don't think we ever mentioned that we're no longer doing segments unless needed. So like, I'll probably make this guy's, what would you even call this, wing blade? Separate the wing blade from the finger, but most things will be connected. Like as you can see right now, if I place R, so if I select this, the entirety of the body is just one mesh. So that's how most model will be in the future. So. If you guys have thoughts on his proportions, feel free to say it, by the way, and I'll judge whether I should follow it or not. Like, I just want to know if this guy's proportions right or not. You guys think his tail is longer, by the way? Like, I think his tail is longer than Rathalos based on this image. But it could just be gameplay, because I know Rathalos' tail can extend weirdly long at times compared to his T-pose, so... Or actually, wait. I might be wrong on that, because I believe Rathian has a longer tail than Rathalos. How hard would it be to model Elatrion? No segments, but those inverted scales will be annoying. Again, also really long, just not hard, just long. I love scale modeling gameplay, it's really fun. This is peak modeling. These plates also bunch up eventually, so they create a crease between each other. His tail looks like Barrioff. Proportions or what? See, that's the weird thing, because he has Rathalos' rig. Like, we know he does, he reused the roar. So I don't know if it's, like, did they increase the tailbone on his, like, the tip of his tail so it fits, or did they just stretch out the bone on Rathalos? Which is something I was questioning when I was thinking about this guy. So it aims, these plates seems to aim up on only the first one, then tilts down. Then we can make this tilt back up a bit. Then it goes straight. That looks pretty nice. Oh my god, the YouTube overlay chat is lagging so much. Sorry if I missed some of you guys' question. This shit is laggy. Laggy, Chris. I'll put another cut here and just extend this. Probably not accurate, but it will just fill in the space. Might look a little nicer. What the fuck happened to this? What happened here, bro? Oh my god. That's just... Oh, thank you. There you go. Behave. There. That's nice. Tails animated procedurally? Maybe. I highly doubt it's some shit like Wigglebone though. They probably have something more advanced, but like, what can you get more advanced than Wigglebone? It's just straight tail movement. So I think they definitely animate some, like, they have some manual keyframes for the tail. But you do make a good point. They might have some like modifier to use specifically in their engine for the procedural tail animation. Oh my god, let me check active chat. I can't see this. This shit laggy. Wondering how I got so good at modeling. I wouldn't say I'm good, I just kept doing this for so long that I eventually know a thing or two. You start to remember after you start doing things over and over and over. So I guess it's experience. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm good though. My favorite part of Blender is when thing happen. Yeah, my favorite part of Blender is when the donut appears. The part in the Blender tutorial where the donut starts talking to me. That shit was fire, bro. I told her, but she would not understand. Yeah, definitely a bit of hand animation and probably just procedural for the gameplay, but still cool though. Yeah, I'm just in Discord VC because some people can't or don't want to go on YouTube to watch it, so that's fair. Okay. You know, the reason I actually wanted to make Rathalos wasn't just the trailer. I saw this like music arrangement by some awesome dude of like Rathalos music based on just a small clip from the trailer, and I thought it was so good I just had to model it. That's like half the reason why I model things. I just think the music related to it is so good and I want to do it. No kidding, by the way. Just Gamer talk to me for a little. Yeah, that's fair. I don't mind it. Riff? Yeah, Riff. I actually wanted to DM him just to compliment him, but he has his DM closed. But his stuff are really good. They're straight bangers, bro. I think I actually watched more stream of Rathalos. I think his I'd say that his arrangement is harder than the actual theme in game. Shorter than Rathian, but longer than Rathalos. Maybe. Listen to music is always peak. Agreed, my gentleman. What's your guys' favorite Monster Hunter theme? Speak up, chat. It's like motherfuckers say video game music aren't real music, and then they hear Monster Hunter music. Now that leaves a scar, I'm telling you. True, the Arkfell music goes so freaking cold. Can I teach you? I cannot teach you. but you can watch the donut tutorial. If you want to learn Blender, just watch a donut tutorial. That thing is so good. Like every time anyone asks me about like where do I start off just learning the basics of Blender, I just lead them to the donut tutorial. The infamous tutorial, man. That shit is so good. And as someone who's modeled for far too long, like I can say that it's really, really good. Explains much better than I ever could. Tell you that. Cove Taroth Phase 2, Glavenus, Zenogre. We got some fire bangers, some bangers in the chat right now. I agree. I agree. What would you do if you saw them? I'm not answering that question. Who wrote that question? Gogmazios' theme. I haven't listened to it actually. Mostly because I don't play GU or whichever game he appears in. I have not played any of the old Monster Hunter game. I know, I'm sorry, I'm not a real fan, but you know. Might listen to it at some point. See how good it is. Shantian's theme. Yep. I agree with you, my sir. I don't even play Frontier. I just know Shantian exists. And that theme has me to tears. It's so good. Join other VC. I don't know. I don't really feel like putting on chat. Last time I did, some motherfucker kept screaming, "Get back to work!" in the VC for the entire time. It was crazy, bro. I'm never going back to VC on there. Some people get like far too comfortable in Discord VC. They just start saying wacky things, my bro. It's crazy. Like it is mad out of pocket. Like I would just be like modeling and I look in the mod logs and I just see like 5 people getting muted for saying random things. I'm like, damn, y'all would say this? Like I know the mods on this server is kind of shit, honestly. A lot of them gets really tight over just rules that without any judgment, they just follow on rules just for the basis of it. That's not a good way to moderate a server, but it is Discord. It's so fucking irrelevant that I don't think it really matters. Like if you really get that tight over Discord, then you should go out and touch some grass. It's probably hysterical. Hysterical feels like the kind of person that would be in LKC. That's all I'll say. Won't add any more comments. But it's weird. I was in the server, or at least I was active in the server back when I'd say it was really bad. So now I think it's a lot better. Or like, I wouldn't say a lot. I wouldn't say a lot better, but it's better than how it used to be. But I'm a lot less active now. Partly because of school, but also just the hell that was the server on release, so. I should be modeling these ovarians. I'm just duplicating them. Not very good. Been in LKC since 700 members. The LKC veteran. I'm just drawing these out so I can get a feel for what the proportions actually look like. Some dude will tell me to go get Photoshop. I'm like, nah, Blender Annotate is better. Yeah, top view is pretty good for that. Money enjoyer. I honestly did not follow the conversation. Yeah. But honestly, I'm just trying to enjoy modeling this guy because I think he's cool and I want to give him the details he deserved. That's about it. And he deserves a lot. They strap a railgun to his head. That's crazy. For the like proportion details, how I like to think about it is that I should at least try to do something because it will definitely not be accurate if I don't do anything. So I know that might sound weird, but it's basically like if I don't at least try to make the proportions look right, then I know that it will absolutely not look right. So at least if I get it a bit off, even after I work on the proportions, I'll at least know that it's better than just completely ignoring it. Or I should say ignore my judgment, but that doesn't mean your judgment is always right, which is, I guess, an argument you can't say for it. But come on now, this is a Discord, a dude on Discord modeling a dragon from Monster Hunter. It is not that deep. I don't really mind about nitpicks, honestly. For a while, actually. The reason I started streaming, and I think I can say it now because it's been long enough, but it was mainly because big developers were saying that the models were being stolen. Like, I know I won't drop names, but pretty big Roblox developers were saying the models of this game were being stolen. And part of it was because of just how strangely accurate they looked. So I started making these streams to prove that I just move polygons around too closely to the topology of the actual model. I said it so many times every stream, I think, but that's the main reason I do these. Proof of innocence is crazy. Yeah, this is basically stealing with extra steps. What do we call that? Robbery. What chat am I looking at? I'm looking at the YouTube chat because it's the most active right now. Discord is straight silent. I don't blame you. Like, do you really want to listen to my voice speaking for the next like 3 hours? But at the same time, I'm not turning on chat because it's just gonna get chaotic. It takes effort to recreate it accurately. It takes liking the music too much. The modeling something because the music of it is good game. Yeah, YouTube stream is always a bit delayed. That's why I just look in chat, I turn on the audio, and I was speaking something 2 minutes ago. What? That's crazy. Oh. Wait a minute. So... Oh... Did not follow this too well. I think it looks something like this. Bro, what the fuck? My brother? What the hell is this? See, this is what happened when you model too long. What quote? Good artist copy, but great artist steal. Bro, what does that mean? Yeah. Yeah, that's a quote, alright. I hear you. Well, no, seriously, I actually don't know what that means. But, okay. Yeah, sure. This is what modeling most monsters feel like. It's just making plates. And this stream is especially boring because it's a cool monster, but it's just gonna be plate gameplay for the entire stream because there's not really anything else I can make. I need the proportions to look like right first. Oh my god, the DG. Oh wait, chat doesn't know who DG is, do they? DG is an OG. He's just my good friend, that's all. This looks something like this, and shrink down. Hello, good sir. Good man in the chat. I'm doing good. Came back from a test and was like, yeah, let's do a modeling stream. It's pretty fun. It's fall break where I'm at actually, so I'm not too fussed about time spent right now. It's just a vibing. I like how this plate is just this one, but worse. I don't know how the fuck that happened. Oh my god, bro. Imminent Raydal. Yes, sir. Raydal was supposed to be a fucking secret. I still remember, like, Seb talking to me about that. We should keep it a dev monster until WoW's release, headass. And then, like, yeah, something happened. I wonder what happened. So the plates all get smaller. There's also a third layer down here that I need to follow up with, but to get smaller up here, it's still about the same, but it just gets smaller. I'll merge this one with this, actually. Oh yeah, so I forgot to mention this because I know some people do watch these streams to learn about modeling. I am on Blender 4.2 right now. All of the previous stream was on 3.8. I swapped to 4.2 because the people I work with have to use 4.2 for some of their I think like plugins and stuff, and it breaks when you swap between files. So yeah, every tutorial, every new video will most likely be in 4.2 from now on. As much as I don't really like it, I think there are some good aspects about it. It just fucks up a lot of really good plugins, which is really annoying, but you pick your poison, I guess. Yeah, see your name, person. Make Arcvale the dev until wild. Bro, I'm not modeling Arcvale until Monsuta. Give me the most crisp 4K reference of like everything on his body. I'm talking orthographic, every single view, like Brachydios arm type of references. I actually extracted Brachy's model for references for his arms specifically. That's why it looks so accurate. I really like Brachy, so I was like, I need to get that perfect, and that's why it looks so good. I don't think Arcvale will be that hard to animate, honestly. I think you just got, for the whips, you can just use like Wigglebone, but make it more wiggly, and you're good. You wish you had my modeling skills. Well, I didn't got this in a single day, so just start off with something small and build up slowly. You'll get there. You shouldn't try to make what I make. You should try to make what you want to make. Imminent Osduna. I love Osduna. Look like Amazon. If you know, you know. Would Rathian and Rathalos have the same roar from World or old roar from older Monster Hunter games? Most likely the new one, because it was using the new references. But I don't handle the sound. A sound designer does something. Don't really like the Brachy texture. Yeah, I agree. It's just completely purple. They didn't really the texture didn't really shade them too much. But as well, I don't have much control over that. But I think the texturer, though, I can understand why he didn't put too much effort into it. Like, he works on the basis of money. So, if he doesn't get paid a lot, he won't really make amazing textures. Like, it's understandable. Like, well, like, once you start taking commissions, because I do that, you start to realize that you need to spend your time wisely if you're gonna actually make any profit. Can you make a railgun and put it on his head for skin? Well, we got Chainsaw Man. Now get ready for Railgun Dragon. Natural screws textures regardless. Yeah, I agree. I think without him, I think the dev team would just absolutely fumble. But at the same time, like if you look at Rajang's horn, you can tell that he just gave up on it. I can actually post a picture in Discord if you guys want. Like you, you actually see him drawing the grooves in, and then he just stops. Do we actually get Chainsaw Brachydios? Oh, I don't know. Maybe if we're gonna get copyright, let's go all out. Okay, I'm gonna post Rajang's horn texture in Discord. You guys can judge it yourself. Hey, I'm not accusing them of anything, but you know. Really good image of Rathalos inside of his mouth. You can send it in Discord if you want. But honestly, I think the 4K image of the official render is the best at the moment. Just because of how high resolution it is. Because the next reference, the reference next to it is this. Like, what exactly is this? Like, yeah, alright. You'd like, okay. Do some annotate here. The best annotation. We got 1 spike. 2 spike. I think that's the spike. I think that's how it looks. It's like as if I can fucking tell. Yeah, we got some pretty good references here. He does gain a new one. I think it starts around the back of his torso. Or just his ass, as one like to say. Down here as well. I got this for the it was from a stream I think, but I got it for the tail reference. I wanted to confirm that it was longer than Rathalos. And it didn't help, by the way. Because, again, it's not orthographic. It's not like I can just decipher it. Yeah, let me see this. I think, yeah, actually, that's a pretty good reference. Thank you, my good sir. Shout out on the Raydal reference. I think that's really good on the neck, actually. Thank you. That will help me see how these up here should be aligned. What the... Wait, what? Wait, I'll just save this and I'll show you guys how it looks. Let's do hunta. Raydal. Oh, I have more references of Raydal. Shit, I never added them. Fuck. Yeah, this is what happened when you model too long. Number 2. Oh, shit. I don't think I ever added these because I thought they were just too curved, but I'll just keep them around here for the sake of doing so. SY -1. And this, which shows the Fulgurite wings, that's what I'm going to call them for now. As you can see, they clearly get larger, a lot longer than every other wings part in its body. So clearly, it's almost like extension from about here all the way up there. So that will have to be modeled in. Rathalos has a longer neck than most flying wyvern. Does he? Ooh. How? I think it's about the same, honestly. I think it has a smaller dewlap. The bottom is neck. So it's not actually like exactly like Rathalos. But I think it's about the same when it comes to the length of the actual neck. I think that's why, actually that's probably why it looks longer. Because it's just a bit thinner and smaller. That overall makes the length look longer. This, alright, stream part 2, examining references. And here's a reference of from our good viewer, who shall be unnamed for the sake of privacy. Oh yeah, so that's called jaw muscle. I think this is called the waddle. I don't think that's actually the name of it, but most people, when they actually make a creature, they generally call it a waddle, I think. And this is the jaw muscle. And if you, I've looked at the anatomy of a T-Rex and dragons like so many times to draw them accurately, and so I look at the jaw a lot. There's actually 2 muscles, as far as I know, and it's one that goes from in here and connects to about up there. So I actually should go in here. So one's inside and goes in about this direction, and one outside that looks something like that. So you usually have muscles that look like this from the side view. And that might help you if you ever draw something. So if you draw something from like the side view, let's say we draw a creature here. The muscle would look something like this from in here. And that. Actually, what the hell? Like that. Here's some very good artistry skill right here. And maybe this is the tongue or something. We got some teeth. That's basically how it looks. I'm not too fussed about it because usually that's done in texturing. So, yeah. Oh. I was about to delete it. Anyways. Don't need those annotations for now. I'm not gonna worry too much about it, but I can make this upper part a bit bigger because of how the jaw muscle goes in. And I think that looks pretty nice. Anatomy is actually like so important. I know it might be weird to look at just fleshy muscles, but it genuinely helps in modeling and drawing concepts of so many things. Surprisingly, like mechanical things as well. I think if you look at how muscle contracts to move the body, you can learn where to put like pistons and stuff on a mech really well. It's awesome. There's your anatomy lesson for the day on Tyrannosaurus Rex. Alright, let's get back to modeling. I should probably start adding some of the base so I can start putting on the rest of the plates here. Let's just first decapitate him really quickly. And oh dear. What do we call this monster, huh? I say this is a pretty hard image. Feel free to screenshot it. That being said, I'll follow Rathalos's ref for his wings for now. I know they're not exactly the same. Maybe they are, I don't know. But I don't think they are. But I'll just follow it so we get a good base of what it should look like, and then we edit it later. Let's get this fat ass out of here first. Oh, the Garen. Oh, the Garen. Oh my god. he does look like Odegaard. Yeah, his tongues have spikes. It's really weird. It looks like those on squids, actually. I think I was talking to Seb a bit about that. They look oddly squid-like. Squid Games, maybe. Let's keep this low poly, but good enough so we can actually edit the... Oh my god, why is this... Why are there Rathalos everywhere? Oh my goodness gracious. Let's get back to it. Oh, I'm gonna attach the wing member. Actually, I'm gonna keep the wing membrane separate, I think. It'll be easier to model. Nitron will probably get mad at me for doing it, but I don't trust him to actually texture this guy properly. Now, part of the reason why I put like a weirdly high amount of triangle details on the actual model is I don't trust Nitron. I don't think he will actually texture it. Call that like healthy dev team, huh? The horde of Rathalos. I can already see every server just sounding like World War II. It'll just be railgun shots everywhere. Oh wait, geese time? Oh, geese do have teeth on their tongues. I forgot about that. So Raydal may have been inspired by geese. But actually, yeah, because squids, I think their tongues are even smaller. And they're like all over it, I think. This guy's only on the side. Give my boy some pec muscles right there. Bro, what? Wait, no shot. Devil Joe? Wait. Devil Joe does have he does have spike on his tongue, huh? What? That's interesting. I honestly forgot he did. That's weird. Geez, so a lot of birds actually have teeth on their tongue. That's really interesting. Maybe that's implying that monster hunter monsters and wyverns are descendants of birds. Think about that for an ecology video, huh? Plates. If you guys find references and you want me to look at them, just send it in the development VC chat. Don't want to crowd any other channels, so. The official ecology book? Man, screw the ecology book. That shit 20 years old. Bird wyverns do look quite primitive. Yeah, I wonder. One of them uses fucking rocks and more rocks to fight you. That's crazy, bro. You should be using metals. Like Kuliaku and Wild should learn how to craft its own weapon. That would be a good update, I'm telling you. Oh wait. Might actually want to look at this and seems like let me fucking draw. Oh shit. I can't bloody draw, or am I missing something? Oh. Never mind. Okay, so starts about here and this one goes about like that. So he has a much longer forearm than Rathalos, I think. No, wait. So this is the shoulder joint right here. We can say it looks something like that. Not really accurate muscle, but you know. Then we have something like this. We need to remember it's tilted. Very long forearm still. And big fucking wings. So we can probably predict a top view for it might look something like this. Long forearm. Think about that long. Not really accurate with the size right now, but this would be smaller. Very long forearm. A membrane that attaches seemingly all the way to its shoulder. So unlike Rathalos, which just gets about the bottom of his shoulder, his seem to go from here all the way to that, I think. Yeah, it really seemed like it does. Leaving, actually no, wait. Left a small gap for this, so something like that. So it's a lot larger than Rathalos' shenanigan, but still quite large. Very large, so what the hell? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll just delete them. But this one will select the top part, which we don't want, meaning I'm just gonna do this. Then Alt select L O H. Wait a minute. I forgot I had this on. Wait. I'll put it in a different position so you guys can see it. I fucking forgot that it doesn't accommodate for the other offset. Let me check OBS. Oh my god, what? I can't put it in the middle of the screen. I can, whatever. I'll change it if it gets annoying. Now I'll fill these. And here's actually kind of a modeling technique, or at least what I do when I model these membrane thingy-mabobs for the creature's wings. Just set them aligned where I want their endpoints to be, and then we'll fill them, put some loop cuts in the middle, and just attach it to the point I want it, move it to the point I want it to be. You can make it equal to this, I really don't care. Like, as long as it's not an annoying odd number that makes a triangle or an n-gon, I just keep them at whatever and then edit them later. So then, there's actually a very specific topology for this to make them look good. I know Monster Hunter do it. Actually, Fatalis did it, and I was looking at that for my commission models, but I don't think it'll be a big problem for this guy, so I'll just make it really straightforward. Partly because it'll have weird deformation, but it would probably look better overall because I think Nitron uses ZBrush. And something to note is topology carries over after subdivision, so depending on how good a subdivision look does based on your topology. So you don't want it to be schwacky for deformation. You probably want it to be good, which is some limitations, but yeah, you give and you win some, you lose some. Then here we will have a triangle. We need to determine which triangle looks best. This is probably not the best, but actually, yeah, that isn't the best. There's just no buts. Maybe if I do this, that looks slightly better. Not like a lot, but a bit better. There's some more refs we posted in dev chat. Ooh, let's see this. Holy guacamole, that's a lot. Oh, nice, nice, tail reference, Monsuta. Take one of those. That wingspan looks very interesting. I'll take that just to see if it's equal to Rathalos or larger. And those electrodes, I'm gonna call those fins on his like neck that like flails out when he shoots. I'm just gonna call those electrodes until they get an actual name in games, because it sounds funny. And I'll just use those reference when I need to start making that. And because this thingy-mabobber right here has the same topology from top to bottom, I think we can just move it down and then merge it. Or if we can't, then it might be over. But let's see. We probably can. And if you didn't mess it, I kind of mess it up though. If you didn't mess it up like I did, then you can get it pretty accurate. Remember to flip your normals after you do this as well. Ooh, those are red. Not very good. Articulate outside. There you go. That looks a lot better. I'll probably end the stream, I don't know, maybe in like an hour. I'll model this for a bit, then I'll go play more Monster Hunter Rise. But let's keep making this for now. And that looks pretty nice, honestly. I'll probably scale these down near the middle with proportional editing on, just so it looks more like it's an actual membrane. So like this. Oh, and yeah, no music for the stream. Too tired to put on any music. Awesome stream. Sorry that I can't watch. I'm at work right now. It's alright. Chaos. Just don't say who you are in the stream, and we'll be good. When do we play Monster Hunter Rise again? Today! The monsters, the hunters, and the monsters will rise once again. I think. It's called time zone. Sometimes when the time when I play, you're just sleepy eepy. Can you make the ones? Oh, that's sick. Now I have a good reason to make the wing membrane separate instead of just being called lazy. It was requested by the animator. But yeah, I can do that. Got you. Well, so you on all day today, DG? Because I can probably play after this. I probably want a break anyway, so like, you know, get to cooking. I was playing Monster Hunter Rise and I saw this video on like farming, what was it? Farming talismans. And I just copied the guy's build with light bowgun, Narga light bowgun. And that shit is so fucking overpowered, bro. I was playing Rampages and I cleaved through every major threat. It is insane how strong it is. Like each pierce shot deals like fucking 38 damage and it hits about 10 times. Each shot. And I hold 60 cartridge. It's like playing Monster Hunter if you have a fucking AR-15. It is actually wild. So we can check that out today. That being said though, do not farm Narwa for talisman, everyone. Farm Rampages. They take longer, but defender tickets are fucking useless. And you get so much of them. And they give so much points towards talismans. What else? Rampage weapons stinky. They're supposed to be like Safi weapons, but why the fuck are you giving the players Safi weapons during high rank? Well, it's like you can farm much with them anyways. It's kind of silly. I thought they were pretty good back in base game. Actually, I guess I can't say much about it because I never crafted any of them, and I'm playing base game right now because I'm that person that always use a monster's elemental weakness for their weapon. So it's better to just farm the monster with the elemental weakness and make a weapon out of that, rather than just farming rampages to bump up the elemental damage. Why? I am actually bugging. I thought I was modeling Rathalos. I'm crying. Well then, we have a chicken. A rotisserie chicken. Send a good reference to show us the back view with the tail. Oh, that's pretty nice, thank you. I think he's mostly detailed on the side. I think the side is good enough, but the back is also a bit nice. How close are we to the Rajang update? Rajang is being reanimated right now, I think. So, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 more updates. Why why make a monster we only know from the trailer while there's 200 monsters that are released in the game? Because a railgun dragon is a pretty fucking cool idea. That's literally it. I don't have a good explanation for you. I just thought that whoever at Capcom has said we should make a dragon and then put a railgun on his head, that is the smartest person alive. They got me to buy the game already. It's already game of the year for me. You don't even need to like argue or anything. Steam go hard. True, what the hell. Blame it on Riff. He's the reason I modeled this. He makes music that are too good. Oh, you know what? If you guys want to actually hunt for references, if you guys can find a top view of his wing blade, that would be really nice. I highly doubt you guys can though, because I don't think there's any situation in game where you would be at that very specific angle. But yeah, it's just something. I'm not telling you guys to do so because I'm too lazy to do so myself. There's a really good reference that was sent though. Now use this. This one. Oh fuck, I forgot Furious Rajang was a thing. I may need to set up the model, reset up the model again for that. Because that can be a really easy skin, but I need to set up for the fucking devs. Oh, the ref... Shit, you're right, let me search for that. Monster Hunter Wild Raidal trailer on YouTube. Alright, let's see if we can find this. Oh, wait. Looking at the trailer of Raidal roaring, I think his head is a bit more wedged than what I did. Like, very slightly. Fucking cube? What the fuck? When did I inserted this? I think I'm schizophrenic. I'm being haunted by a cube. A bit more wedged. Slightly. His eye seems to... No. I think this part goes in a bit more. So, something like that. And this top part of his eye actually shuts out a bit, I think. But that will be a bit weird to make. Yeah, fuck off, cuboid. Oh, what? Accidentally clicked F. Don't do that. I think that look a bit better. Probably not. Probably nitpicking, but still. Damn, that fucking Fulgurite wing looks gnarly. Holy shit. The back plate open up when he shoots? Do they? Wait, no shot. Are they like... I think they do. They shift at least. You need to rig the neck plates. Yeah, I can do that. I don't mind it. It's basically like rigging -1, except he has about, I don't know, 50 more plates. We got this. It's alright. It's like working on Seregios after all. And this from another, the GOAT, giving us absolutely amazing reference. Shout out number 2. Let's get to his wings. He's humming the Rathalos theme. It's Morse code. It's a secret way of communication. Hum Monster Hunter themes. Oh yeah, this is the... I'll just send this video on here in case anyone's just curious. This is the music video. Sent it on Discord. It is so good. And the thing is, Rift keeps fucking pumping out these music. They are so good. I don't know how he keeps doing them. Like, so quickly as well. They vibrate from the overcharge of lightning. Let's see a stream, actually. Let me watch a Rathalos hunt stream and see what happened when he shoots it. LKC team at work watching YouTube videos. I don't think his spine opens. I think that's just the gap that's naturally in his model. Actually. Yeah, like we don't see it on the official 4K render, but like here, I think like on his spines, I think that's just a natural gap. Modeling, listening to Rathalos theme. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Fuck, let me just look at the trailer actually. The Rathalos trailer again. When he does that railgun shot. Yeah, I don't think they expand. I think the lightning just coursed through it, and the light made it look like it's expanding. What I think another thing that kind of gives that illusion is those electrodes on the side. They make it look like it's a part of his spine because of the intense lighting. But yeah, basically courses. Well, what I do need to change in that case is the gap here, because as we can see, it goes from thin to large. So the gap is small at first and it gets larger. His horn vibrates. I think every part of his body vibrates. That's an entire railgun shot. That he's coursing from his spine. My boy should be dead right now. And he's holding that shit in, so pretty crazy monster. So this is where your guys' reference will start becoming insanely useful. Because the 4K doesn't really show anything on his back. But let's insert some stuff in here. Hey, and I know I said I was gonna work on a tail. I'm really unorganized. I bounce back between things constantly. So I'll get to it. Keep forgetting to save them. Rathalos ecology? Yeah, that would be interesting. He is called an apex though. So that's something. Snuggle eyes on these. Like when he goes for his railgun shot, he actually gets hit by lightning. I don't think so, no? Does he? I think he charges it from the end of his tail. And then like, it's like Godzilla's atomic breath. Starts from his tail, gets his head. View his leg when you get to the leg. Ooh, thank you. I think his leg will be fine. Like, you can clearly tell that it's just Rathalos, but slightly edited, so it's not too bad. And his plates are all laid out on the 4K ref, so. What I will start on now is the variant of the spine, because I kind of want to start on that before I start on the wings. Look at the end of this video. Oh! Wait, you're right. It looks like lightning is hitting his tail, huh? Then that like sparks the entire railgun. That's that makes him even cooler. Holy shit! Channeling the bro is just a big ass lightning rod. Now that I think about it, if that is the case. No. I don't know why you can't like undo annotations, but my ass is too lazy to redraw them. So you get what you get first try. Alright, let's get back to this. I should be setting UVs for these as I duplicate them, but I've been slacking on that. Because later, that's going to be pretty painful. How long the stream been going on? Let me see. Stream has been going for like an hour. I wonder why I haven't felt tired yet. That ain't gonna last too long. Agnorthor and Uchicanlos are either very specialized or very basal flying dragon. Yeah, well, as if they fly. Monster Hunter classification, I think, is supposed to be a jab at real life ecological. What was it? Ecological. And I forgot my word. Placements, species. Something like that. Because it seems to just be a bunch of scientists, dude, putting shit where they think that they think works based on what they know. Even if the monster cannot do what they claim it can based on the name. Like, Uchicanlos and Agnorthor, their asses do not fly. Yet they are considered a flying wyvern because of their, I don't know, fucking limb count or something. And I think it's supposed to be a jab on real life ecology as well. If it is, then it's cool. If it isn't, then the guild is just dumb. That's called phylogeny? Phylogeny? How do you say that? Let me see that. Let me search the Google definition of it because I'm too ignorant to know what that word means. The evolutionary development and diversification of a species. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't really get what it means. Called flying bird because they discovered the wing remnants. Is that the lore for Eucanlos and Ignactor? Not Ignactor, Eucanlos and Acantor. That they have remnants of a flying wyvern biology. That would make sense, yeah. It's still funny to think that they're classified as flying, though. Because every time I think of like flying, like Nectar and Eucanlos, I think of that one floating Lagiacrus image. If you guys know what it is, it's kind of funny. To have wing remnants, therefore, Nectar, Eucanlos, and related monsters are flying wyverns. That makes sense. That does make a bit of sense. But then that would be a pretty strange, like ecological placement to put them in, no? Like, if you were making, or like if you were in a real situation, like a real life situation where a species seems to have traits of another species that seems to be long gone, you probably would put them in a different branch, their family in a different branch, but classify them as a different kind of creature. I can't think exactly of an example. There's something coming to my mind, but I can't really word it out right now. Maybe like whales and cetaceans or something like that. Like, you wouldn't really call them, what did whales evolve from? A kind of a land-based carnivorous mammal, if I remember correctly. But they're still called cetaceans, even though they have remnants of being that mammal. Different. Oh my goodness. They're called, they're classified differently from flying wyverns. They're flying wyverns that don't fly. That's their classification. Rough draft. Kind of just rough drafting because there isn't much other choices. It's not like I have perfect, just crisp orthographic references from the GOAT. The modeler, the reference dealer. I just got some video footage and you guys helping me out. I'll use these references to the most that I can. I think. Canlos and Nectar have specific infra order. I see. Yeah. I'm in this conversation acting like I know what infra order even means. If there's a you can loss, where's a you will win? Think of that with the ecology. Plate 1 out of 50 done. Let's go place these all over the models, guys. Monster taxonomy isn't really taxonomy, it's based on hunting. That's actually a bit funny, because like, that is kind of true, and then Gormagala appears. Actually, no, that would make sense. Like, he has 6 limbs, but he's not considered an elder dragon just because he can't be captured. Like, he can't be trapped. Oh, no, he can be trapped. That's why he's not elder dragons. My brain is being foggy right now. But yeah, imagine that's why he's called unknown. You just can't capture him. I mean, fuck, you can capture him. I'm just gonna shut up and keep working. My mind is melting a bit right now. This is called excessive blender usage. I need to set parameter when I'll stop this model, or the stream. Probably after I place the plates on the wing and model that wing blade, just so it looks pretty cool. And I'll post it in development and call it a day. Then we get to grinding on Monster Hunter Rise. One, two, three, and then I guess the final one seems to be. So his back seems to do an arch actually, so like goes something like this, goes down, then it goes back up a bit. That's kind of extreme, but looks something like that. And this shit is pretty big, but it's at the end of the plate right there. This goes about that. And then we can scale down this spikes. Scale down this spike so it looks more like the previous ones. Learning Japanese so you understand the Monster Hunter Taxonomy book. That's called dedication. I respect that. Half the time when I hear anyone say they want to learn Japanese, it's because they want to watch anime with not on dub or something. I don't know. Ooh, this looks a little weird. Let's just model. I know this might not be accurate, but as I said, we're just trying to make it fit here. So let's pull up the torso a bit, just so the spikes fit on it. Actually, nah, that looks bad. Pull the spike down, I think would be a good choice. Set this to individual and pull that down a bit. Maybe not actually. It does face up. Maybe do it like that. Grab these ends and pull them down a bit. No, wait. Was the bold bird in the chat was bird the entire time? The goat? I didn't realize that. I didn't realize you changed your name. Alright. Yes, let's make the UVs for this before my dumbass forgot to do it. How did I not know? Because I remembered him having a different name on stream. It's been so long since I've talked in LKC as well, I've honestly forgot. I just know him as Bird without anything in front of it. People like to shorten names in Japan. And then over here we just say the initials. Call that shorten. I'll select everything here. Scale them down a bit by median. Just so I can fit one more spike in here. Because I think I'll make it look a bit more balanced. Maybe accurate as well, I don't know. Making sure that the gaps are also looking nice. This seems to go outward a bit and starts to face down. This looks like that. Then I think at this point, the gaps start to be kind of equal, I think. Or at least it'll get bigger around the biggest around here, then it gets smaller towards the tail, is what I would expect. Yeah. Because, actually, no. So the gap on his tail seems to be largest here. Gets smaller. I'm assuming gets smaller. Then get larger right near the tip. This plate is a bit long. I think it's good though. Or maybe this should be shorter. Then this stays long, but it gets closer to it. Something like that. Then under it seems to be a plate that looks to be of similar length but smaller. And then the plate seems to change from there. And then we're gonna have to make more of them. But I don't want to do that right now, so let's get to the wings. This might be a mistake actually, this will take some time, but whatever. So this is what I'm interested about. I can't tell if this is one whole part or it splits up, like a Latrion's longsword or something like that. You guys know how? If you guys played Iceborne, a Latrion longsword, you know there's Alatrion's longsword, or maybe all of his weapon actually. It changes when it's seized and when you open it. So when it's open, it like splits up to reveal dragon energy, I think, in between the blades. And when it's closed, it's just one whole part. I don't know if that's the same for his wings or not. I'm assuming it's not, just for the sake of modeling it a bit quicker, so I'll just ignore that completely. I'll use this for the proportion, then refine the model with the 4K reference that I'll follow it up with. Interesting. I've never crafted any Kushala weapon, so I can't say much about that. Give me this guy. Put that right next to it. This is in almost the same pose. Oh my god. What? This isn't nearly the same pose. Like, I know this is different, but it's like slightly tilted down. Hey, I might as well follow this then. Yeah. That reference might still be useful though, so I'll keep it around. Not like I'm gonna delete any of these anyways. The endless radar references. Oh, trust me, this is nothing compared to my Shimo file. That thing is just filled with 30 references, and I have not touched the file ever. I made it, sculpted a base reference, and it was over. Never touched it again. Yeah, monster hunter weapons are interesting. I think it's just the rule of cool, as the goat said. I think like, would you really want a weapon to make sense, or would you just want a fucking Jan Garuga's head on a hammer? It's like, I choose the latter, but you know, differing opinion. The people who reused bone weapons got fired. I mean, I feel bad for them to lose their job, but at the same time, they made my fucking Brachydios dual blades look like chicken wings, bro. That's crazy. That's a violation I just can't get behind. I don't think there's anything to be sad about. Like, they're gonna probably improve the design in Wilds. Especially with Rise. They did really good weapon design in Rise. Like, some of the armor just looks so cold and they have shit stats. So they clearly care about the design more than anything more than practicality or useful skill. Or at least, I guess they're willing to give armor with shit skills. Really good design. I guess not objectively shit skills, but whatever. Tigrex greatsword. Yeah, about that. It's bro. They strapped his chompers to a fucking. They strapped his chompers onto a sword. I'm crying, bro. They should do that for wilds. If Tigrex comes back, just dead ass have his jaw on a stick. It looks so silly though. Hope in wilds you can recolor your weapon. Yeah, that would be cool. Like actually recoloring, not fucking horse shit that we have in Rise. Yeah, you can recolor it. The fuck you mean I'm tinting like 2% of my weapon? Tigrex heavy bowgun. What does the bowgun on Tigrex looks like? What the fuck is this bullshit? Is that a tank? Is that a fucking tank? Oh my god. Yo, this might be peak. If this doesn't get added in wilds, I might not buy it. Now I wonder what the other Tigrex weapons looks like. Bro, it's a fucking tank. That's crazy. I don't remember. I might be bugging, but I think you can recolor some parts of weapons and armor. Or maybe it's just armor. I might be schizo. Tigrex. Bro, what the fuck is Tigrex? Tigrex got some wacky weapons, bro. They cut off his feet and turned it into a bow. What is this? They strapped his wing to it as well. That is the coldest thing I've ever seen. This is crazy, bro. Imagine seeing a hunter and his weapon, it's just your feet turned into a bow. That's the craziest sentence ever, and it's true. It's literally just Tigrex. The fucking concept artist was trolling when they got the studio and was working on Tigrex, bro, I swear. Yeah, that's true. Tigrex weapons actually do look like they're parts from a monster, and not. I don't even know what the hell any other weapons are. Oh yeah, just give me a few carapace. Makes something looking like it's out of a Final Fantasy game. But it is cool, so you can't deny that, really. Can't wait for Tigrex in Monstrous Battlegrounds. Oh, about that. Basically, Tigrex was made, but like, I think Seb wants to remodel them, so he's not coming out for a while. I feel kind of bad for Domino actually, because they put a lot of efforts. Even on like decimated models, they put loads of effort into this game. For very low payment as well. Like, most people don't think about the fact that a lot of Roblox game developers aren't getting paid a lot. They're mostly doing it out of passion. So I think he is still working for the game, just a lot slower, maybe because of school or something. I just hope he's doing well. That being said, is working on your own Roblox game a profitable decision? I don't know. Probably. If you have the dedication to do it all by yourself, then maybe. Otherwise, well, better get ready to pay your developers. Or don't and get into drama. I think these actually are plates and not connected as one piece. I really want to model it like that, but I think Nitron will kill me if I do. It'll be so much quicker though. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it, Weeball. Let's just keep going on this. Shaco from Try Extinction. Yeah, I think he did want to go to Steam. I highly doubt he can. Roblox isn't a game engine, it's a simulation engine. So you can't just transfer shit over in a, like within weeks or even months. You have to recode everything. Most Roblox developers move to Steam probably because of the pay. Like, some people think it's because of the drama, and maybe it's partly that, but I think it's mainly because they have to pay for their own servers and stuff, but they get way more money out of it. I highly doubt petty drama would matter much when you're starving, trying to pay rent. I do want to make games on Roblox though, and part of the reason is just because of cost. Like, you can make a game on Steam, but because I'm not 18 yet and I don't have any active income outside of commissions, like trying to make a game on Steam on like Unreal and Unity and investing time and money into it is unfeasible. And you can make stuff for free. Like, you can make a game entirely for free on Roblox if you want to, and get a pretty big profit in return. Really, the only cost would be like electric bills and water bills and food just to keep you alive, but you wouldn't really consider that as a game's a game's variable cost to maintain the game. What the fuck? You are 18? What, do you think I sound like one? Somebody deadass told me I sound like Kratos. I don't know how, but I won't judge, you know. Roblox just doesn't compare to how well how Valve optimizes Steam. That is true. And that's partly, there's a lot of reason for that. If you guys watched, what's his name? That dude that kept calling out freaky people in the Roblox community. The like the guy that wrote, what was his name? Fuck. Let me search him up real quick. Ruben Sim, yeah. Ruben Sim. He said that Roblox is a publicly traded company. And I think that's mainly the reason why it's so fucking bad right now, because Roblox can't do a lot of things unless their investors want it. Or if they do something that the investors don't want, they lose money and they collapse. So there's your explanation as to why Roblox's current state suck balls. We just need to hope that someone with a buttload of money and a lot of goodwill comes onto Roblox and decides to just spend a bunch of money to make it better. I highly doubt it will ever happen, but you know, that's something to look forward to, huh? Scream Zeus? I'm not screaming Zeus. I'm not in my own house. I can't scream. This is what, like, yeah, DG, like, you play Lethal Company with me. You hear how every time I get shocked, I never scream. I panic, but I never make loud sounds. 'Cause I can't. Don't want to. Say boy. Boy. That is not Kratos. I know. But somebody told me it is. I ain't gonna judge their position, but that was what they said. This is about 5% of the wing. Oh my god. Let's keep going. Let me actually watch your stream and see where it is on right now. Things aren't live after all. Modeling the wing fingers looks scary. I'm just gonna ignore that they exist. You know? Just act like they're all membranes. waiting for waiting for Zeus. Zeus! Come down here and face me yourself, coward! But yeah, no, I do get that a lot. People think I'm a lot older from my voice than I actually am. I'm about to turn 18 at fucking some point though, so... Yeah, well, at some point it'll be kinda accurate. But I've had people think I sound like I'm in my early 20s. Now that's crazy. Thank you, Matt Hayes. I will try my best. I say fuck it. I'm gonna keep going and make this one mesh because I already did anyways, so. It will just be a bit long, time consuming, mind boggling even. But I'll enjoy it. I'll enjoy it. What the fuck? I did not check Discord. Why is there... What is that? A great sword? A long sword? And it's a pizza? That's the coldest shit I've ever seen. Can you send me the 2 pics of Rathalos T-pose? My user is... I'll just ping you. Are you in the server? Wait. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, I'll just ping you and send it in the development. My dudes, for the references. Monster. What? Bro, guys, do not say your age in the chat, please. That is probably not a good thing to do. Especially like I know in the grand scheme of things it probably doesn't matter, but you know, just to be safe, better be safe than sorry. Not like I give a shit, but you know, just for your own safety. Let me find Rathalos references. Where the fuck is the Rathalos folder? There it is. Here, my good sir, you can have all of them. I honestly don't know which is which. Those are all from the GOAT, by the way. Just say thank you, you're the GOAT, and he knows who he is. Yeah. Unleash the references. The voices of the references are calling. What am I making exactly? I'm modeling a Raydal from Monster Hunter Wilds, following a lot of the references on the trailers and references that are provided by the Discord and people that are watching. It's going pretty well, I think. Wait, no, it's kind of peaked, that's true. I wonder what his armor will look like. I wonder if it will stand up to his design. Probably will, but you know. Crazy that people think Monstrous Battlegrounds is its own thing. That's actually a very interesting thought now that you mention it. You reckon people think of the anime like Battlegrounds game or their own thing? Like I highly doubt, right? Because Monster Hunter is a pretty not a very widespread, well-known series. It only really popped off in Worlds and then just kind of rise and do all too well, I believe. And wasn't much more to be said after that. Maybe Wilds will bring it to more stardom, but I kind of doubt. Monster Hunter Wilds Cataclysm. You know, we got people inferring about the fact that Monster Hunter Wilds may have been like related to the story of the boy and the Thunderbird. We know there's a snake and a thunderbird, right? The boy that befriended the thunderbird. So maybe the DLC will have that snake. World's still on top? I think so. I mean, shit. I tried to search up any tutorials to like how to use weapons in Rise, and I see jack shit. I only see like worlds, or when I search up fucking anything else about Rise. So I think it can be safely said that Worlds is a lot more famous than Rise is. Even still. Early speculation about the logo. The logo is Shantian. You have to believe me. Okay? We're gonna, like, you gotta believe me. We're gonna get a trailer for the DLC at some point, and you would literally hear Shantian Phase 4 theme play in the background. You have to believe me. Or maybe I'm just schizophrenic. I'm delusional. But you just trust, okay? There's a chance. And think about it, Arkveld has the whip wings that most monsters have in in Frontier. The new monster is literally going to be Shantian, you have to believe me on that. It'll be a snake wyvern Shantian. The Shantian conspiracy. I don't blame people for like thinking that though. I know it's a frontier monster, but after Arc failed, like I genuinely don't blame them, especially with how close the logo is to his actual design. I mean, like Shantian's design. Shantian's the final boss because Xeno is in World. Xeno is a fucking dog shit final boss, man. Like his design is cool and shit, but his fight sucks. Cause bro, all he does is walk. The phase transition is like you just fly. I literally thought the game bugged out when I first fight him. Turns out that's the transition apparently. Recent monster design beginning to be more akin to Frontier. What does that imply? Cause like, just because I mean like, yeah, we got Arkveld, the Whipwings, like we see that. What about Raydal? What about Raydal and Osduna? Osduna is basically like Cove to Roth, but it's a fat fish. Peak design. Gigante's fight isn't even needed for Zora. Yeah, that is a bit silly. But Zora is just another being on its own. That thing, like, it's really weird. They wanted to do something with it, but I also feel like they just ran out of ideas with Shara. I mean Zora. Like they want to do something really cool with him, but it just kept not working and not working. So whatever we got in the final game was their last ditch effort just to add him into the game. Because that's what I feel like when I fight him. It's fucking sluggish. Watching him walk is the most boring shit I've ever seen, bro. The concept of a big ass monsters being defeated by a hunter, like poking at some small weak spot, is only done well by like Shadow of the Colossus. Fucking World tried it with Zora and that shit had me snoozing, bro. And like some games do it really well as well, but I guess you can't really compare fucking Monster Hunter to Armored Core, huh? So Armored Core does it really well. Mostly because of its setting and where the mechs, the fucking, what was it? The armored cores are actually placed in. Their setting allow for big fights to work. But a Monstrous hunta, it's like putting Godzilla in there. Doesn't really make much sense. And in practice, doesn't really work out. I think I'm going to stop in like 10 minutes and end the stream. I don't think I could finish this wing on the stream, mainly because it's just so big. I would most likely be sleeping by the time I finish, so yeah. You know something I love to do? I talk about games as if I played them before, but I actually haven't. I've actually never touched Armored Core before. And you want to know why I know a bit of thing about it? I watched some guy's music video about it and I thought that shit was fire. It's always back to music, isn't it? Or is that just me? I don't know. And music is such an important thing in all forms of media, I think. Or like art, I should say. Art forms. And yet it's probably the most difficult thing to do. You need knowledge of music theory. Shit. Fucking high school band is definitely not going to get you through that. But you also need dedication to, and money as well. Dedication and money, because making music is kind of costly, especially with some softwares online. Reaper, FL Studio, they cost a lot. And yet, music is such an important part in every art form, despite it costing a lot to manage and being very, very difficult to learn. Get the entire FNAF floor through the music. No, true, what the hell? I would probably be the person to do that. Get Armored Core? I'll think about it. The main reason I don't buy any FromSoft games is they never sell below $10. I'm a broke high schooler, bro. I can't sit here and say, yeah, $60 is good for a game. Unless that shit gives me like more hours than Monster Hunter World, it's not happening. But it does look cool though, tell you that. I love big robots. That being said though, I modeled Viper from Titanfall once, and I will never do it again. That was the most painful shit I've ever done in my life. I would rather model a Latreon tenfold before I make another Viper mech Titanfall 2 model. Let's get these part here, these little giblets cleaned up, and we'll call it a day, I think. Actually, wait. So what I'm gonna do is I'll model this front part here, joined. So as you can see, it's actually a segment. I was gonna make it segmented, but then I was like, nah, fuck it, we ball. This entire front part here, they actually start extending. So here, these are all one part, or at least I'll make them one part. Everything else, and then there'll be a fleshy bits here that will probably have its wing membrane connected. I know the animator, who is still in the chat for some reason, said that they wanted to hide it. I'll make this part hideable, but I think this would look a bit, this little giblet here would look a bit better if it wasn't separated. And I completely forgot, I cannot, and I repeat, you cannot undo annotations. Unless I'm fucking wrong, but I don't think you can do it. That being said, we can finally get back to this. As long as I can see the arm parts of the wing. Yeah, I heard you. This part probably went up about that. How many people are actually modeling for LKC now? Well, it's still Domino and me, but like, I don't know why they're not hiring more people. I guess they just don't want to pay or something. I've been managing a lot of the models, so part of the reasons I do the rigs as well, and the rigs and UVs and shit can be really specific. I do not know what Domino is up to. I do not talk to them at all. I think the last time I eavesdropped on Seb that I think he was doing Legaia Cruise, I think. What the fuck do you mean Seb doesn't know anyone who can model like this? What, does he know fucking Decimation Modeler? I'm crying. Welcome to Roblox. I think what I'm doing is probably just basic modeling, but cranked to the extreme. This is just modeling, but like fucking tutorial modeling, but it takes a lot of time. Not really patience, just time. Because a lot of extrusion. And if you're willing to put in that time, it can look mildly decent or absolutely trash. And most people don't really want to put that time in. And I understand. Because look at my old models. I actually am glad that we didn't got in more into decimation. And if it, like, as much as I critique Nitrion's like textures, if it wasn't for him, I would not be where I'm at right now in LKC. Like, being the main modeler and everything. There's fucking no pride in it, but if it wasn't for Nitrion, I would not be here, so guess I can't critique him too much. I don't know any modelers that do what I do. Not in like a narcissistic way, but in a sense that I just straight up don't know anyone. I know like a few people, but they mostly make more just general things like guns, more mechanical stuff. Actually, I can't even say people, I only know one person. I'm not gonna name them, but you know. Fucking DG. I think I don't think Floppy would enjoy working with the LKC, honestly. I don't even know if he like does creature models. If he ever wants to, he can just DM Seb, and as long as he DM me, I can just tell him to Seb. But I don't think he has time either. Since Floppy got banned, yeah, I think he got banned for saying "kill yourself" to fucking someone that's his friend, I think. Welcome to LKC moderation. This is why if you ever moderate a Discord server, please think about the context of what someone is saying instead of just following a rule. Can't really come up like in real life, right? You can't really just punish someone and come up and just say, "I'm just following the rules." Maybe rules are meant to be fought against if they're kind of bullshit, you know? Maybe you should realize that words have meanings and context too. Maybe it's not all too bad if you use it in the right context. But whatever, it's fucking Discord. It's not that deep. What? Wait, devs don't have access to mod chat? I don't think we ever did. What? I think you're kind of bugging on that. I don't think we ever did. But I never talked to the server, so honestly, I don't know. Everyone. That's crazy. Wait. You. I think they like the LKC mod team is really they're the kind of people that just follow rules without any thoughts behind meanings of words and stuff. And then they don't like it when they get critique. And I think part of the reason why they get so defensive when devs talk about them is because devs are like the one people in the server that they can't really do anything to. Like they can mute, but when a dev has to do something, like, you know, they're just gonna get unmuted anyways. So they don't like that. But but yeah, DG is right. I literally do not engage with the community anymore, so I just don't really care. There are individuals I like and I chill with, like Bird, the goat. And the goat, the actual goat, if you know, you know. And that's about it. A few of the devs, fucking this person that animates is okay, I think. I never talked to them before. And that's about it. They follow rules without using simple logic. Yeah. Use a brain for once. You're not okay, you're evil. Yeah, you're an animator. I already know you're the most vile beings. Right behind modelers. Do you think he changed his username? You guys know who I'm referring to when I call the goat? I'm talking about the reference dealer, bro. He's actually like, he's the goat because his videos are so good. And he's so nice as well. If I ever need any references, I can just talk to him. And he's willing to give it to me. Really chill. I respect that. Big dog. Wine model Ray. Big railgun on a big dragon. Do I need to give you a better reasoning? And theme is banger. Always the reminder that the theme is banger. I said I was gonna stop and it ended up not. Fuck it. I'll just keep going for a bit. You know, back when I was pretty young and stupid, I actually modeled, or at least I was starting to model Shantien for as like a secret for LKC, and I was gonna like texture it completely without Nitron's help and just make it a secret for everyone, but ended up never finishing it because the community pissed me off. Have a bit of the lore. I think I lost the file though, or at least I lost the scope of it, so it's kind of undetailed right now. Rest in peace, Espinas. Espinas. He exists in the file somewhere, but they want a remake of it because it was decimated. That boy is not getting into the current game. That's all I'm saying. I'm not too mad about it. I honestly think decimated styles suck ball sacks, so I'm always rooting against it now that I know how to texture for UGCs and stuff. And after learning the knowledge that most Roblox players are playing on mobile devices, to think that LKC has models reaching over 100,000 triangles kind of shocked me because I don't know how the game even get players. Like, you guys gotta realize that optimization is really wacky on Roblox. Like, Project Kaiju was running on Android phones when it really shouldn't. That shit should have blown up the moment the game boot up, and it still works. So, kind of weird. Ken's game shit player because of Cool Monster. Yeah, every time there's an update, it bumps up by like 100 players. Pretty nice. And I think the game is actually kind of alright right now. Like, the gameplay is still really messy, but it's definitely better than whatever the fuck we had on release. We had Dinosaur Simulator, now we have a remotely working fighting game. That's pretty cool. Game just player because it says Cool Monster, even if it's doo-doo. Yeah. Yeah, that's an example for sure. For sure. Yeah, it is really clunky. But again, I can't say much as well. I'm such a hypocrite because I was gives like detailed opinion on something I have never tried or do in my entire life. Or like detailed opinions on games specifically. Like, do I need to fucking smoke to give you an opinion on that shit? But I digress. We're talking about video games here. And I think like the new combat is better, but it can get really clunky, and I agree with that. It still is a bit wild when you think about the fact that it's just one scripter managing the entire game. So I'll commend Dino for that. The fact that he's still willing to work on this bullshit is kind of insane. Used to be a god at DS PvP, huh? Yeah, that's a title to hold. Dino is cool. He just says some really out of pocket things sometimes. But I don't know. People in the dev team always say very out of pocket things. They think that just because they're in a group chat, they can just say whatever they want. Look at you, animator. I'm not gonna drop names though. The whole dev team would be banned if we weren't making the game. That's true. That's true. Who do you think would get banned first? Actually, no. I think Domino would be fine. He literally doesn't talk here anyways. Actually, never mind. I just remember a GIF he sent. It's over. Tox? I forgot Tox existed, honestly. Like, I know he's weird in the dev team because I look at the... Like, I know there's a group chat for the dev team. And I never really talk in it, but I just look in it and see what you freakos talk about. And some of y'all just say some outlandish thing in there, brother. Y'all need... Like, some of you devs need to realize that, like, we can see what you say. Like, you're not slick. It's crazy. Some of y'all get way too comfortable on the internet. Robbie gets banned for saying KYS. You said that like 100 times already. Have I? Search it up. Prove this man. From user Kaiju. Kill yourself. Actually, no. I don't think I have. Wait, I actually don't think I have. I only found one result. And it's from me and like me calling out the fucking moderators in mod logs. They did not reply, by the way. Toxic would be banned first. Who the fuck is toxic? You mean Taxonomy? Bro, I don't know the fucking name of the dev teams, dev members. Yeah, he's freaky. I'm just telling you though, because I barely checked the actual server. Most of my opinion towards the dev are from the group chat. And trust me, some of y'all need to realize that people can see what you are saying. Especially the animator before us. Nah, I'm just kidding. You're alright. Then money? What? Wait. Yeah, that's the thing. What do we... I just call this animator the animator? Because their names are multiple things in a bunch of different servers, so I just call them the animator. OKC development team when the group chat gets leaked. It will eventually, bro. It will. I don't know who's gonna do it, but somebody will. Not like I really give a shit anyways. I'm just trying to survive out here. I need money. I need to live. Seb's Nergy gif. Who's Seb's what? You know what? Don't even answer that. I don't want to know what it is. Digital footprints. The digital footprint is actually insane. I think at some, like, I have been, like, when I was young, I did post some pretty dumb shit when I was like 14 and stuff, so. Yeah, digital footprint is really interesting, though, now that I think about it, because I'm someone who posted dumb shit on the internet when I was young, right? And there's a lot of that, because I'm the generation that grew up with the internet, and I was still developing when I had access to the internet. So I wondered, as time goes on, how will like digital footprint be managed if the generation just gets younger and younger as they use the internet? It'll be pretty interesting to think about the consequences. But honestly, if you're too paranoid about like your digital footprint, you just gotta realize that the internet is literally not everything. You can just close this shit and everything is gone. Nugiganti in Discord tenor search bar. Oh my god, I'm scared. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. I'm not gonna put any more comment on that. I kept wasn't Taxonomy the one that kept sending that shit? Fucking hell. Some job look at your background and internet history. Yeah, but you think like if you have a fucking college degree that there's some dumb shit you said on Roblox and posted on Twitter when you were like 14 would be on your resume? I highly doubt, my boy. Like, you gotta think realistically here. We don't talk about that GIF anymore, animator. That's true. They mostly check your social media. And honestly, I think like not using social media is actually a very common thing. Is it? Like, I know I have a Twitter account that is do not check it. That's all I'll say. But like I have YouTube and Instagram and all of that jazz, but I don't really use it. I just rather have it because a lot of things that were like on my school, like a lot of things that connect with clubs and stuff are on there, and college opportunities and shit, like they are on there. That's the only reason I'm on there. I actually just post nothing. So I don't know if that's a commonplace. I don't know if that's commonplace or not. So some people were afraid of social media. Well, afraid of what? Social media themselves are being judged on social media. That's something to think about. Using Twitter for Roblox giveaway is crazy, bro. Like, bro, it's 2024. Don't you know that half of them are fake? 10,000 Robux and you're gonna come back to your account just gone. Turn to straight dust, my brother. Anything goes. I'm not a pussy. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I see that. The yapping has increased the time for another hour, and I honestly don't really mind it. I enjoy modeling this right now. It gets peaceful sometime when you just sit around and move topology to get a shape, and after about, I don't know, 4 hours you finally finish it. Ain't there some pride in that? No. No, there isn't. Not without money, of course. Comments on Instagram Reels. We do not talk about comments on Instagram Reels. They're on another dimension, bro. Railgun Wyvern relaxation. I agree. I know this actually does happen a lot when I model, specifically for LKC as well, because a lot of the models have repeating stuff that, like this, that doesn't really take a lot of effort to make, rather it's just long. I just get chill. It's chill to do that sometime. I like talking to you guys, so, you know. And it's not like I'm some lonely person that just fucking always wants to talk to someone. I have friends in real life. I just enjoy talking with chat because we all like similar things, Monster Hunter, and we can just keep talking about the conversation while I do what I like to do, modeling. And it's fun. So I appreciate you guys watching this. That's what they always say. It's been a long while since I've actually sat down and modeled like this though. I've been doing calculus for the last like 20 years. Hurts my brain. So maybe that's why I'm just getting more calmed out from what most would consider as being extraordinarily boring. It's just mindless and you can just put your brain on standby. Yeah, kind of. I mean, you still need it on standby because you need to look at quality check. But you know, I do agree with that partly. I'm shocked that you guys are willing to even stick around on the stream this long. It's been a long while. I've always appreciated that. Wait a minute. How the fuck is the animator on speaker right now? I ain't invite you up here. Watch the stream during Gigante modeling? Epic, bro. And now you can see two different sides of how I model. One where I disregarded any form of triangle efficiency, and one where I still disregard any form of triangle efficiency, but it looks even worse, even more low poly now. Pick your poison. Either way, that's how I model. I was gonna do something funny. Please don't. Please don't. Fucking scream into the mic or something. I'm muting you actually in case you do that. There you go. Thank you. But I ain't here to share my fucking life story though. Those are private information. Let's just keep modeling this until my dumbass gets tired. Diablo soundboard, go go go. I had what was it, voice mod, and I put Diablo soundboard on there. And I kept screaming into people's ear in the Roblox voice chat game, and I got banned for doing so. That shit had me cackling though. I was just running around, and Diablos was just emanating from my voice chat. It was so funny. The voices of the Diablos is called. Listen and learn. On the topic of actually talking about Monster Hunter again, what do you guys think is the hardest Apex? Because after doing like fucking 10 Apex rampages, I'm curious about hearing your guys' opinion on that. And yeah, you guys probably already know the chat is delayed, so half the time I'm speaking or replying to things, it's like 30 seconds after they've been said. Diablos and Mizu. I actually don't know how it feels to solo Apex Mizu. But I find it interesting. I actually had a really easy time against Apex Diablos. I was using Hammer for my first fight, and I was just cleaving him into pieces. Misu, though, the first fight I had with Apex Misu, I was playing with other people, so he was kind of easy. For me, the hardest one is definitely Zinogre. Holy fuck, he is so fast, it's crazy. That's fair. And I reckon Mizu would have been much harder for me if I had played solo as well, because he just moves really fucking fast. But Zinogre is a nightmare because he just one-shots you, and as a hammer enthusiast who always use strength because it just feels better than courage, I just got fucking smoked. He's too fast for strength. You can't charge for long enough to hit him. It's not like a Latreon where you just keep holding dodge a few times so you can hit. Apex Zinogre just keeps fucking going. We gotta check how Misu is later, DG. But for now, let's keep modeling the Railgun Dragon. Oh look, we are about halfway done with the wings. Shit, I actually really like this topology. Topology check, everyone. Ignore that, please ignore it. Please. It's important. Okay? Look, they're all quads now. What the fuck? Never mind. I lied. They're all quads now there. Topology check. There you go. Yeah, fuck that. Zinogre went kind of insane in Rise, I won't lie. I don't know why they made him so insane though. Like, he's really weird because he's fine if he's not charged, but the moment he gets charged, he just go insane. Like, he's on another level when he's charged. Deadass, we were calling, bro, DG, we were calling him like Zineezy, baby food, and then when I soloed him, he was carding me 3 times in a row. That's crazy, bro. That's tough. From the furry as well, it's unbelievable. But no, they made Zinogre really insane in Rise, especially in this charge version. Sunbreak is batshit insane. I really do want to see what Zinogre look like in Sunbreak, but I'm not gonna play Sunbreak until I fight Crimson Glow. Just because I did the mistake of skipping the Iceborne in base world, and I never got to experience the Arch-Tempered pain. That's cringe. We gotta experience the pain like a true man. Yeah, Rajang is a pushover in Rise. He's my goat though. The goat is never underwhelming. Let's patch this up real quick. What the fuck, bro? What is this shit? Crimson Glow is easy if you learn his moveset for 4 months. I think most monsters would be easy if you do that. Just saying. I said the monster that probably genuinely took me 4 months to like learn the moveset of to become easy. That was like an actual 4 months of progress. Is probably a Latreon in Iceborne. Iceborne Alatreon is on another fucking dimension. Okay. Like, motherfuckers are out here making videos of them, like, soloing him blindfold. Like, my boy. Half of his attack cannot be telegraphed if you do not look at him. Wait, Alatreon was nerfed? Wait, really? What was he like? Wait, when was he nerfed? Or how was he like before he was nerfed? Yeah, I think Alatreon is a great fight. I love the fight, the music, like it's awesome. The only thing I wish they did for Alatreon was make him drop large Elder Dragon gems. That's like the one reason I don't fight him. Like, I would have grinded him as much as I grinded Shara, just because of how cool he was, but the fact that he did not drop large Elder Dragon gems mean that you just can't craft his weapon if you do fight him. You gotta fight other Elder Dragons. That make him kinda stinky. Like, why the fuck does he start off with large Elder Dragon gems, bro? Or why does he not drop it? I understand that maybe they don't want the rare loot pool to be clogged, because he also have his own like gem, but it still kind of sucks because his weapon needs a large Elder Dragon gem to start off with. But yeah, his fight is absolutely awesome. Really fucking difficult, but really, really fucking awesome. Monster Hunter World on PS4? Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. It took them this long to add crossplay. I need you to listen to me. Dauntless have had crossplay ever since. Think about that. I think we could stop the development now. I think my brain is starting to get a bit smooth from doing this. It's not that it's not fun, but you know, it's starting to. When you do this for 3 hours straight, you start to see things. Let me actually, like. I want to make the. What the fuck? What the hell do you mean? Oh. Okay, never mind. I was dumb. Let me just do something real quick. This is called being astronomically lazy. Select these. Turn on this. Probably make it on sharp as well. And I think that looks pretty nice. I'll get back to this at some point. Not tomorrow, because I got to go do things in my life that isn't modeling for a fucking Roblox game. So that's about it. Here's the motto, judge it yourself. What do you guys think about the progress? He got chicken wings now, that's pretty cool. Got some plates as well, no electrodes yet. We'll make that when, that'll probably be the last thing I make. And yeah, that's about it. Minor tweak to the skull. I like it so far. Thank you to everyone who sent the references, by the way. A lot of these references are really good. I could not find them all on my own. Saves a whole lot of time. The clip DG sent. Well, it's awesome. I'm glad you guys like it. I think that should be it for this stream. As for the actual channel, though, I said in the community post that I want to make more short animations and maybe streams that are for models that won't be on Roblox. That will definitely still be coming. There are some concepts I'm working on, not only for like games, but also just general short animations. Got some plan for that. Finally make my 16-year-old dream of making OC animations come to fruition. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but they're definitely getting somewhere. And that's about it with the channel plans, if you guys are curious. I'll still do these occasionally. I love doing the streams, just talking to people and making cool models. So I'm glad you guys like it. That being said, I think this will be the end of the stream. Thank you everyone for watching.